Hello everyone, this is Diane. I am getting ready to start on a new project, and I had this idea to use some of my vintage sheet music that I have in my shop. Quite a few of you have bought the sheet music, and so here's an idea of something you can do with it. And I still have some in my shop, so if you like this idea, you can check that listing out. But this is what I wanted to use. I knew that I had some that just didn't have a picture or any color on the front, but the graphics are beautiful and the lettering is beautiful, so that's what I wanted to use. But then I also decided to make one with this as a cover, the very soft and muted colors, and then this one, because I just like that picture in the frame type of thing. So what I decided to use for the cover is a file folder. I'm trying this out. This is experimental. I hope it works. So I'm using the built-in score marks to make the spine, and then I cut the page to how it would look the best, and so I cut the file folder to fit it. So it's 6.5 by 9, I think. And then to add a little color, I picked out this fussy cut flower that I'm just gonna add right there. But for now, we're going to do a little Mod Podging. Well, let me show you the others I picked out too. So I have this one, and there's already flowers on it, so oh, here she is. I wanted a lady on there, but I didn't want one that would really pop off the page because this is so soft and muted looking. I kind of wanted her to blend in, so I thought she looked nice there. She looks like she's part of the picture. And then for this one, just a little pop of pink color with some blue forget-me-nots to go with the blue is what I picked out. That's what I have so far. And now I'm going to work on this cover. And I don't have a lot of time. I am going to be keeping my granddaughter overnight tonight, and I'm going to be picking her up sooner than I had planned, because my son just texted me. So I have 30 to 40 minutes. And if I go over, it's okay. Alright, so what I'm doing is looking for my distress ink. I'm sorry, I should have told you what I was doing. So I just want to ink around the edges of my folder. Turn on a light. I also rounded the corners, and I rounded the corners on the music. I did not round the corners on the smaller one with the blue because of the square frame design. I didn't want to round the corners on that. So I am making 3 journals that will have one signature, and they will be kind of a shabby chic style, inspired by Angie Bunner. And if you don't know who Angie Bunner is, she does not have her own channel or store or anything. But the way we become familiar with her work, which is gorgeous, is that she makes journals and gorgeous gifts and sends them to particular people on YouTube that are her friends. And so you get to see what she made. And I've always loved her style. So I decided this is going to be inspired by her. It's not going to be just like hers. Most of her journals are single pages, and they're quite thick. You can't really journal on them, really. It's just a gorgeous book. And she gets really big book rings, like just a single ring, and puts 3 rings on it or something like that. And so that's how it's bound. But that's not how I want to do mine. I didn't cut anything for the inside covers. We'll just focus on the outside. So this will go here. I'm going to ink around this a little bit. So in order, you can just, on YouTube, you can search for Angie Bunner, B-U-N-N-E-R, or just a journal from Angie, because a lot of the videos have that in the title. And the people that she sends them to are Denise from A Tattered Dream, but her YouTube channel is, oh dear, what is Denise's YouTube channel? Can't remember at the moment. I'm going to put this on the back. This was the back side. This was the back of the music sheet. They would often give a sample of another song that you might like, and it would say, try this on your piano. This says, a very pleasing encore number. She has also sent journals to Rhonda, Little Rhonda Lee. That's her YouTube channel, Lil Rhonda Lee. And Michelle from Australia, and I forgot what her YouTube channel is. I guess I better link those YouTube channels below so you can go to those channels. But if you search, just search YouTube for journals from Angie or Angie Bunner, you might be able to find them. Okay, now it's time to Mod Podge. I have some wax paper here. I'm going to pour this in a little cup because this is a great big bottle to have to dip into. It's getting low. I think it's a little less than half full now. So it's a long way down there. Oh dear, look what I did. Well, I better start painting, and get that off my pad because it spilled onto my work surface. I really filled that cup. I was talking too much, not paying attention to what I was doing. Gonna put some on the spine. Oh, you know what? Almost forgot. Let me wipe up that Mod Podge. I want to put something on the spine too, so it's not just plain. It might be fine just plain though, since I inked it. I'll just spill a little more here. Don't use me as an example of a neat crafter, that's for sure. Stuck right to my paper. Okay. I want to put some napkin. And I already tore the back pieces off. This is only the top layer. Got my thumb stuck on it. So I chose a pink rose napkin to put on the spine. As I said, I'm kind of thinking this through as I do it, and I might have to make some adjustments when I make the second one. I might say, oh yeah, that didn't work, or something else might do better. But hopefully this is going to be okay. I had to move my thing down a little low, I know, because of my mess. And I'm not even on the wax paper at the bottom because the top of the paper is a mess. Isn't that pretty? It's just so pretty and vintage looking. And that just makes it. Now the rose came from a digital set, and I'll have to link that below. It comes with a lot of flowers, and it is quite tedious to cut them all out, but I would just cut some out as I watch TV, and then I wouldn't cut any out for a while, and then I would cut some more. So it really took months to get them all cut out, but you do it the way you want to. They're worth it. I use those flowers a lot. And there's many sizes, many colors, many types of flowers. And now I will put this on the back. I'm not sure what I'll do to the inside cover yet. I think it'll be something other than music. All right, there's that one. Let's get it off this messy paper. It's a pretty book cover. Got this corner popping up. Maybe when it's dry I will sew around it. We'll see. I like it. As soon as I laid that pink flower on it, I knew it was going to be great. And then if I Mod Podge something on the other side, it'll help make the cover more sturdy too. Okay, so what we're going to do now is fold this over. Oh, let's just get rid of it. Won't even mess with it. So the blue cover is going to be a little bit smaller because I just cut around that frame, and that made a perfect cover. And it's 6 by 8, I think. So they're still wide. It's, you know, a scrapbook paper fold in half 12 by 12 scrapbook paper folded in half, so that's a pretty wide journal. So let's do that one next. Let's do the little one. I did not want to have a piece of music folding over the spine. I thought it wouldn't stick down well, it might crack. So I decided to just do a napkin over it. Or I was going to look for tissue paper too, but I didn't have any that worked well with these, so I went with napkin. So I think I already sold most of the bundles that had the cream and black pretty covers with no color illustrations, because I found one other one, but I didn't like the title of it for a book cover. It was too sad. So if you bought some of my bundles of sheet music, you should take a look and see if you have. Oh, I didn't ink. I will ink later, I guess. Or it'll be uninked. Anyway, if you bought my bundles of sheet music, take a look at what you have. Also look at the back, because like I said, they'll have an advertisement, like the front page, the first page of another song that they want you to buy. And so that's often quite pretty. Sometimes the back is prettier than the image on the front. This song was called, let's see, Stolen Hours. So this is the chorus part of the song Stolen Hours. Maybe these books will have 2 signatures. I don't know. It depends on how much embellishing I do. Because it might be a 1-inch spine. Not sure. I didn't measure it. That's what it looks like, about 1 inch. I dripped across my picture. Oh, don't forget the flower. Where'd it go? There it is. I think I should ink that a little bit because of all the white spaces. Let's try it. That came out pretty dark. I actually had 2 pieces of this same sheet music, so I still have one in one of my bundles. Okay, there's that one. Can't wait to see them when they're dry. And I don't want to lay this down, the next one down in this. So I guess another piece of wax paper is called for. Ink this one before we forget. You probably didn't forget, but I did. So my oldest granddaughter is graduating high school tomorrow. They postponed her graduation until after the middle of July because of the coronavirus, thinking more people would be able to attend. She's in New York. So my son and I will be going to that tomorrow. And then in the evening we'll all go back, my daughter and all the kids, and we'll all go back for her graduation party. It's about an hour away from where we live. We aren't terribly, we don't get to see her a whole lot. Her parents aren't together. She lives with her mother in New York. But we love her. She was my little sweetheart when she was little. She was my first grandchild. And of course they have limits on how many they can invite, so she wanted her dad and me to go. So I think she remembers the special relationship we had. She still says she's my girl. At least I tell her, you're still my girl, and she says, yes, of course. We just don't get to see her a lot. She is so busy in sports. Every season there's a different sport that she's involved in. And then of course when she wasn't involved in sports, it was because of the coronavirus and we couldn't see her anyway. So I'm looking forward to seeing her graduate. There's somebody wrote in pencil on this. What time is it? Oh, I'll have to get going pretty soon. She used to bake with me. We loved baking together. She still likes to use my recipes. I rounded the corners on the wrong side on the back, so then I had to round them there. So they're all round. That's okay. Won't hurt a thing. That's what I wanted. I wanted the music side. Silly. One fleeting hour. I'd like to know what you think about using the sheet music on covers like this. Does that appeal to you, having a journal made out of sheet music? I've got some with gorgeous ladies' faces on the front. So if this works out, maybe I can do some of them. The plastic parts feels like it's poking through. Napkin. Use the napkin, Diane. You know, I really love having a day where I know I just get to stay home and craft, and I'm not looking at my watch thinking, how much time do I have? What do I have to do now? That was nice during the quarantine. I don't want to be quarantined again, but that part was nice. I always seem to have something else I have to do. Yesterday I got to stay home, I think. I went to the post office because I had a lot of packages to mail. And I think that's about all I did. But today I had to work, and I'm gonna have Layla overnight. Tomorrow we'll be busy all day with graduation and graduation parties, so that'll be fun. But tomorrow's Saturday anyway. I'm not supposed to work on Saturday. Ah. It doesn't feel like work to me, and it's just what I want to do. So if I have a Saturday afternoon free, I want to be in here making stuff. Some of it seems like work. Listing stuff in my shop and packing it and stuff like that, but you know, I like being able to do that, and I'm very appreciative of all of you that go right to my shop and make your purchases, and I sell out. I love that. And I've got a lot more to put in there. I've been organizing stuff, pulling stuff out. Like, I have way too many flashcards, for example. So I pulled out some flashcards. I've got to pull out more. And I'll be putting some flashcards in my shop. And, you know, oh, I went through my book covers yesterday. I've got a stack of book covers that can go in my shop when I get to it. So I'm hoping to reduce my stash, and I think it'll be easier for me to just enjoy what I do if I don't feel like I have so much stuff, you know? Sometimes I feel like I have to keep working and keep working because I have so much stuff to use. I'll never use it all. So let's just move it out. Let somebody else use it. It is hard though. But I want to use that. I want to make a journal with that book cover. It's hard. But I've done it. I've gone through several times and picked out books to sell, and every time I do it I weed out some more, but this time I was a little more ruthless. Diane, you just don't have time. Let somebody else make a journal with that. That's what I say to myself. So now I'm on video talking to myself, right? I'm just chatterboxing to fill up time while I Mod Podge stuff. I should put my lady down while that Mod Podge is still wet over here. I hope that these are going to turn out as lovely as I have them in my head. I'm not sure when I'm going to publish this video. Probably Monday, because I want a crafty video up on Monday and I'm going to be busy this weekend, so yeah, this will probably go up on Monday, but I'm making it on Friday. So I can have the weekend knowing that my covers are started anyway. So there's the third one. I could just, I've got so many pieces of this sheet music that I could make a ton of these, but I have other things to do too. There we go. So there's that one. Okay, the first one is more transparent now. I'm going to show it to you because it's drying. And it looks better. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Yeah, I love that rose. And here's the blue one that's starting to show through better. That one's pretty too. So we've got to start on them. I'm going to clean up my mess so I can go pick up Layla and we can hang out together. So thank you for watching as I prepared these covers. I hope that you will come back for the rest of the process. I'll try to show more of the process for these journals. Maybe this will be, I don't know if I want to call it a start to finish. I'm not very good at doing start to finish videos, but it'll have more of the process in it than I've done for my last few journals. So I hope that it's something that interests you. I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments, and give me a thumbs up if you like my video. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again in the next video. Do something creative today. Bye-bye.